Alright, let's continue. So let's bring out this part over here. So what I'm going to do is hold on Control and mask this area. So I think this will be fine. Just a little bit out. I'm going to use my move brush, bring them out just a little bit. Hold it on Control and mask this point over here. And then using my move tool, let's bring it out nicely. There we go. Not too much, little. And then using my trim dynamic to make them more like a flatten. Let's do a redynamish, and again using my move tool, let's bring out some shape out of it. There we go. Now let's hold on Alt and click on this, and let's hit the W, Control Shift click on this, and Control Shift drag, and I want to make sure Control Shift drag. Oh yeah, I wanted to make sure to hide the selection. Let me just check the polygroups, they look fine. Now if I hold down Control Shift drag, you can see they become the three of nails are duplicated. Well, actually we just want one. So this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the mask, and let's go to the polygroups and click on auto groups, so every individual becomes a different group. So Control Shift click and then click again and click again, and then we can go to geometry and go to modify typology and click on delete hidden. So it's been deleted, and then I can hit the move tool, hit the S, Control Shift click. Okay, and so you're going to switch to the Q, and let me actually take out this move tool out of the way. So Control Shift click over here, and this becomes everything becomes a mask, and this becomes a selected. We can move this, and to make things easy, what I'm going to do is remove the mask and delete by type symmetry, so we can just delete them so we can see it better. Hit the W key and just click on this point and Control Shift click. There we go. And now I can just adjust it right way, place it on the right place. There we go. And then I can use my move brush. There we go. And then we can do mirror well so it looks nice. There we go. Remove the mask, and we are good to go. Let's select the raptor, the body. Let's go to the clay buildup, some geometry on it, some shape out of it. Just giving some shapes. And maybe over here. I think this arms can be a little bit bigger. And this is your deltoid. Make sure this arc is coming out nicely. Hip area, the pelvis. I'll just push it a little bit back over here because it's, I think, too much. Okay, not bad. And just flatten out on this part. There we go. And not too much flatten, just a little bit keeping the roundity over here. There we go. The stomach will be a little bit, can be decreased, especially the belly fat. And the rib cage can come out like that. So it gives a nice look over there. Then I can add the rib cage. Then smooth it out. There we go. Right. Cool. So let's complete the teeth. Let's hold on Alt and I think I'll give a little bit inflate into it. So in order to add a little bit inflate into them, what we can do is go to the deformation, make sure that there's no mask, and there's an inflate section, and you can click over here and let's say give 3. I think that's too much. Let's try 1. Looks fine. I'm happy with that. Let's check the polygroups. It's all the same, and we have one single over here. So let's go to the subtool and see which is this one. Okay, and I can make some duplicates over here. So Control Shift drag, and I'm going to turn off my symmetry and drag it over here. There we go. I believe there's a little bit gap, so we can fix this gap. Control Shift drag again and push it this over here. Okay, and I'm going to remove the mask. And let's go to the polygroups, click on auto groups, and I'm going to take the advantage of move topology and just move it into the right place. There we go. Let's hold on Alt and click on to this teeth. Let's switch to the auto group. I'm not worried about this side, so I can delete the half. Let's go to the move topology and delete by symmetry, so we can work on this side. Now we can start playing with that. So if I want to make some shape out of it, there we go. Individually. So I'm going to make some duplicates over here as well. There we go. And switching to my move tool, Control Shift click, and I wanted to make a duplicate. So how are we going to make a duplicate again? So in this scenario, what I'm going to do is first I'm going to make sure hit the Alt and click on this icon, so it just rotate my pivot, and then Control Shift drag again, making some duplicates over here, and that's fine. You're having some similar duplicates. I'm going to fix that in a minute. Just going to place them on the right place. Go. Okay. I'm actually click on the. Let's go to the auto group. Let's do again an auto group over here, and hit the S key so that we can see what's going on. Let me remove the mask, and now I'm going to use my move tool, Control Shift click, hit the Alt and make them straight, and just move them individually. Make sure your lock is on. So if something is happening, your object is not moving, probably you turn on the unlock this pivot. So you need to lock this pivot and just move them. Now we can turn on the transparency over here so that we can see what's going on over here. And let's Control Shift click. Let me just go to the move tool, Control Shift click, Alt and straight, and just move it over here. Okay. The thing is that we just fill up the gap over here. That was useful. Control Shift click and move it over here. Control Shift click, move it over here. Control Shift click. Just keep moving them to the right place. You can turn on the ghosting effect so that you can see what's going on. I'm going to keep it over here. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to select. So I generally, what I do, hold on Alt and move it aside, and Control Shift click, and then move it over here. So I'm just aligning the teeth right now. Hold on Alt and move it aside a bit. Go. Some of them I'm going to delete them. Some of them I'm going to keep them. Okay, that looks nice. There we go. Switching to my move topology, and let's remove the mask and placing them individually over here. There we go. So now I have a double set of the teeth that I'm using. And just to make sure, I'm just going to click on auto group, keep them individual. So I'm creating kind of a harmony over here. Making my brush size a little bit bigger. Keeping that curve over here. It's up to you how you want to keep those teeth. I like it this way. Alright. So we're gonna make a mirror. Let's go to geometry and weld, and there we go. And we need in the middle. Let's click on these ones. So hit the W, move them over here. Let's move them individually. Place them. I can click on mirror and weld, or I can hit X to move them nicely. Okay. Let's combine them all together. So let's go to the subtool, and these are my down teeth. So these are the front teeth, and I'm going to merge. Make sure it's below, and I'm selecting these teeth. So let's click on merge teeth, hit OK, and there we go. It's one part. To make sure everything is correct, I'm going to use the mirror and weld, and there we go. There's a little bit transition, but it's fixed now. And we can turn on the transparency, Shift F and C. Looks fine. I'm going to fill up the gum area. Let's use my move tool again. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let's apply to the upper part. And what I'm going to do is switch to the teeth and create a duplicate, or let's say a mirror and weld. But this time I'm going to use the plugin, and it comes with the Zbrush plugin, so you don't need to worry about to install it. Just go to the Z plugin, click on this dock icon, and just come over here. And we're going to use the subtool master, and over here you will see the mirror, and we wanted to make a mirror on the y-axis, and I wanted to append as a new tool, and then hit OK. And you won't see it immediately something happen. Actually, teeth are there. Let me hit the W key and let me zoom out. It's actually downside right now, and that's completely fine. The only thing is I'm looking for, they are flipped. So I'm going to click on this icon, hold down Alt and to make them my orientation straight. There we go. Let's move it over here. Let's turn on the transparency and just rotate them. Again, setting my orientation. Let's place on the right. There we go. Let's turn on the transparency. There we go. Set up the gums. Using my move tool again. If I hold on Alt, it just do the opposite, going in rather than it goes out. You can see it's going out. Click on this one and pull it out a little bit, gums over here. There we go. Okay, not bad. So yeah, let's continue in the next video.